Right. Oh, I have not turned on my video. Okay, and spotlight. Yeah. Okay. So, and what are the bones of pectoral girdle?
Sorry, one more time. Bones of what?
Pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle. We have done that.
Don't remember offhand.
Yes, we have. What, you don't know what is pectoral girdle?
I can't remember for some reason.
Shoulder.
Oh, the pectoral girdle.
Isn't it the scapula?
Scapula.
Yes,
And
yes.
the-
Scapula and
Yes.
Alright.
and you can say the common name also. I don't mind. Okay. So where is this coming from? Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to do pectoral girdle and pelvic and tomorrow girdle. Tomorrow we are going to do the knee joint and types of tissues. Okay, tomorrow is the last class and we'll end with this. All right. And I gave you some assignment which you have to send on this as well. Bagul Singhal at Yahoo. All right. Is this visible? What I'm writing is visible?
Yes.
Okay. I think now it's better. Thank you. Okay, so you send it here. You have to send it to that Himalayan Yoga Association. Plus, you have to send it here so that I get it directly. Okay. So I can read them today itself, and then tomorrow we can discuss. Okay, so pelvic girdle. Yesterday we did pelvic girdle. Okay. So pelvic girdle is this hip region. Okay. So in that we have hip bone. We have sacrum and coccyx. You know that these are the vertebrae. And hip bone. Hip bone is composed of 3 fused bones. That is ilium, ischium, and
Hang on. Starts with a P.
yes, it starts with P and continues with U.
Pubis.
Yes, pubis. So, okay. Now, how do you see these bones? You cannot see these bones. You can feel these bones. Okay, how? If you put your hand on your love handle here, okay, on your waist, that bone in front, in the anterior, okay, topmost anterior, supra anterior, okay, that is the ilium. Okay, when you sit on a chair, the bones that are trying to touch the chair, these are ischium and pubis. It is the frontal, that trigonal area that we have, like suppose this is too long neck. Oh God. This here, we have this triangular area and then we have legs. This, okay, here we have this love handle here. This is ischium. Okay, when one sits on a chair, the bones that are felt on the chair, that are trying to touch the chair, okay, that is ischium, and pubis is this triangular, anterior triangular that we have in the torso. Okay, that is the pubic bone. And this pelvic girdle is divided into left and right, and it forms like a ring. Okay, it forms like there is a fan-like structure here, there is another fan-like structure here, and there is something like this coming out here, and we have a joint here. Okay, so this area, is here, this. Okay, so this is ilium. Then this, when you sit, you feel these bones. Okay, and this pubic area, I'm saying this. Okay, here, these are the pubic bones, and here this is the joint, ligament joint here. Okay, so and here we have sacrum and coccyx. Okay, this sacrum and coccyx. Do you understand this figure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. If you understand, I was not expecting. Okay, so I'll show you a good figure of this. Here. Now you can see the iliac crest, iliac spine. These are like just ilium is divided into two parts. Okay, crest and the spine. Then we have ischium. Okay, so here we have ilium, and it is divided into iliac crest and iliac spine. Okay, like this is just nomenclature. Okay, ischium and pubis here. Even in this, it's not so clear. Okay, because it is 3D figure. I will show you one more image in which you can see. Okay, wait. I think with this, it will make you very clear how the pectoral girdle is formed. Now you can see. Now you see the 3D figure. Yeah. So you see, I'll highlight it. Highlight it. Okay. So this area is ischium, left and right. Then this area is pubis. Then this area, these are the vertebrae, lumbar vertebrae, but it's not a part of pelvic bone, this pelvic girdle. Then here we have sacrum, and here this tailbone. Okay, here you see ilium, pubis, sacrum, and pubis. Now I'll show you one more image where I think you can see the Okay, here it's a little bit clear. Yes, it's from different angle. This 𝐂𝐨𝐿. Yeah, I guess it's even more clear now. Okay, so this area is called pubic symphysis. Okay, you can take. Have you taken screenshot of all? Please take
Thank you.
screenshot. Please take screenshot. And you have taken screenshot of the other. Take screenshot of this also. Please take screenshot of. So ilium is a large fan-shaped figure. Then it is superior. Okay, when we are talking about this, is its position is superior, and it is the largest part of hip bone. Okay.
So sorry to interrupt. I can't read that because of the reflection of the light.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, I know. If there is a reflection. But I guess now you cannot see anything at all.
Yeah, it's okay. What you said, the ilium is the large
Fan-shaped.
fan-shaped superior.
Yes, and it is superior in position. It is the largest part of hip bone. Okay, let me put it like this. Maybe now you can see it.
1 second. All right. So
Now better?
yes,
It's
ma'am.
perfect. Thanks.
Great.
Perfect. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, so ilium plus sacrum. Okay, where they attach here. This joint is called sacroiliac joint. Sacroiliac joint. Okay, I think in the image, you have seen the image, no? Here, you see sacroiliac joint.
No, ma'am, nothing showing yet.
Yes, I'm showing. So here, this joint. This sacroiliac. Iliac and sacrum, where they are joined, that joint is called the sacroiliac joint. Okay, and then in the figure we see iliac crest and iliac spine. Okay, this iliac spine attaches to the thigh bone. And then we have this greater sciatic notch. Okay, what is this notch? It's a pass from where the nerves are going. You must have heard of sciatica nerve.
Sciatica?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
it goes from your spinal cord to your hip and then to your knee, and then it reaches up to your toe, big toe. Okay, that sciatica nerve is passing through this red thing you see here, is passing through that greater sciatic notch.
You said it's nerves that connect from your hip down to your leg to your
From
foot.
sacrum,
Yes, ma'am.
sacrum, yes, to your hip bone. Okay, it is passing through your hip bone to your knee, and from there it reaches up to your toe, big toe.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so take screenshot of this and then you can take screenshot of this. All right. Now we know ilium is large fan shaped. You can see it's fan shaped. Okay, huge. It is superior. We know in pelvic girdle, it is superior. It is on topmost. It is the largest part of hip bone. All right. Then we have ilium and sacrum where they're joining here. They're joining here. That part is called sacroiliac joint. Sacroiliac joint. Then iliac spine. We have seen iliac has crest and spine. So iliac spine attaches to the thigh bone. The muscles that are coming from your thigh, they are attached to the pelvic girdle through iliac spine. Then greater sciatic notch. Greater sciatic notch, it is a pass through which the nerves from your sacrum are passing towards your toes, big toe. I'm saying this. It goes from sacrum to then it goes to hip bone, then to the knees and to the big toe. Okay, so we are done with ilium. You can take screenshot. Next. Oh. So fan shaped. Okay, so ischium. What happens in ischium? Ischium is it's in the back. It is posterior inferior. Okay, it's at the back. Okay, I told you posterior means at the back. Inferior means downward. So it is this part. And it's at the back. Okay, because we have this pubis in front and this ischium is at the back. And it is lower, so inferior. It is at the back, so posterior. Okay, I told you when you sit on a chair or anywhere, if you sit, okay, the bones that you feel that are being attached to the, that are touching the chair, trying to touch the chair, it is ischium. So it supports the body to sit. Okay. Okay, so to this ischium, posterior thigh muscles. Okay, because this ischium is present at the posterior, that's why the posterior thigh muscles are attached to the ischium. And it also carries the weight of the body. Okay, you can take screenshot of this. Yes, next. Next is pubis. It is the anterior. Okay, I told you it's in the front of the body. Okay, I showed you this man. This area, this in the front. Okay, this in the front, this triangular area. Okay, this is the pubis. And this is called, it is in front and it is in between. Okay, in medial. So that's why this anterior medial. Okay. And then this joint, I told you, pubic plus pubic. It is pubic symphysis. this joint is called pubic symphysis. You can take screenshot of this. Okay. Now, we will study pectoral girdle. In pectoral girdle, what do we have? Okay, before we go any further, I want to tell you what two terms, fossa and versa. So sometimes we come across these two terms, but we do not know the meaning of this, and then it gets confusing. What are these? Okay, so fossa is nothing, it is just a shallow depression. Okay. Or hole. It is just a depression that, like, suppose this bone is going like this. So this depression. Okay. So generally these are to support some ligament, cartilage, or anything like that, to muscles. So it is to support that. And then bursa. Bursa is a fluid filled sac or sac-like cavity. Especially one countering frictional joint. Okay, you can take screenshot of this.
Sorry, just to double check. A fluid-filled sac or sac-like cavity, especially one.
Countering friction or joint.
Thank you. One countering friction.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So what are the bones of pectoral girdle?
The clavicle and the
You can tell me the common names.
to remember them.
Okay, what is this called? This
The
bone
shoulder.
here.
The shoulder.
Shoulder. This
Yeah. Shoulder bone.
shoulder blade.
Shoulder plate.
Yes,
Sorry.
and this is called this
Your
this bone is
clavicle.
called, yes, or collarbone.
Collarbone. All right. Oh, scapula.
Scapula. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So here we have clavicular bone and the scapula. This is shoulder blade. And this is collarbone. And you see, this clavicular bone, okay, it's coming from here, and here it attaches. It attaches to the sternum. Okay, this clavicular bone, it attaches to the sternum. And sternum is also called the breastbone. And that joint is called okay, what is glenohumeral joint? What is glenohumeral joint?
Something a doctor would know?
Okay, that's very funny. So glenohumeral. Okay, can you guess from here? Humor.
Humor.
We are studying pectoral girdle and we
Humerus.
have humerus. Yes, very good. So,
Thank you.
and what is humerus? What is humerus?
It's your
the bone.
Oh,
your
yeah.
hamstring bone, your bone in your hamstring.
Your arms.
The bone from the
Yes.
arm.
I said arm to Albie and she pointed to her leg. I knew it was the arm. And my friend has doubted my years of science classes.
Yes.
I said arm. I have a witness. I'm so
Yes,
upset right
yes.
now.
Yes, I am
Albie,
the
come on.
witness. I am the
Thank you.
witness. You said that. Okay.
Thank
So-
you.
Yes. This is the
Oh.
shoulder joint. So this is the medical term for shoulder joint. Okay. Glenohumeral joint, ball and socket joint. So here the humerus is recessed into the scapula. I'll show you an image of this joint and then it gets more clear. Okay, photos. What do we have here? We have, which one should I show you? I think first I'll show you this. Here. Yes. So here you see scapula, we see humerus, then glenoid cavity, acromion, coracoid process, and clavicle. Okay. The bones we see here is scapula, clavicle, and humerus. And then this acromion, it is just a small portion that is coming out of this scapula. Okay, and this coracoid process also, it is a small portion of bone which is coming out of scapula. Okay, so here this is the pectoral girdle, a very simplified diagram we have with us. Okay, I hope this is very clear. The humerus bone of the arm, then scapula. This is the front view of scapula. Okay, like okay, you know this. Okay, so these are we have scapula, clavicle, coracoid process, acromion, humerus, and glenoid cavity. So these three bones we have: humerus, clavicle, and scapula. What are the three bones? Please say it: clavicle, scapula, and humerus. And these form the pectoral girdle. Here also we have ball and socket joint, but the ball and socket is, the ball is big, but the socket is smaller here, which is providing more movement. Plus it does not carry much of weight as the hip joint carries. Okay. So do you see here this clavicular bone? It is forming somewhat S, somewhat S. Okay, like little bit it is curvy and it forms little bit of S, horizontal S. Then it supports the shoulder. And because of this, we have a range of motion. Because of this clavicular bone, we have a range of motions. It protects the nerves and blood cells that pass between the trunk and the upper limb. Okay, you see, now this is the trunk area. You see, this is the trunk area. Yes, the torso. And here the arm starts. Here this arm starts. So there are nerves, blood cells that are passing from the spinal cord to the arm. So this clavicular bone supports that passing of nerves and vessels to the arm. You understood this point? That
Yes.
from the torso, the blood vessels and the nerves are passing to the arm, and that passing is supported by clavicular bone. Okay, then we have sternoclavicular joint. Sternoclavicular joint is the, okay, so this, you can take screenshot and then I will remove. Just hold on, okay? I'll give you one diagram that you see, please. Yes, this diagram is good. Please. Okay, so I told you that a clavicular bone is in form of S. Okay, this is like this, S-shaped. Okay, you cannot see because I'm sharing this image. Yes, okay. So this is a clavicular bone. It has 3 points. Okay, it is divided into 3 parts. What are those 3 parts? Okay, this is the medial end. This is the lateral end. And this, all of this is the shaft. Okay, this S-shaped. Okay, I'm trying to show that it is S-shaped. Of course, it cannot be a perfect S. Okay, it is just a representation, just to understand the structure. Okay, I'm saying that this is the medial end. Can you please tell me how can it be a medial end? Like medial means between, okay, in the mid. So if it is a mid, how can it be an end?
Is it the part that connects to the sternum? Is this the front or the back?
Yes, very good, very good, very good. Okay, because you see, we have clavicular bone and it's coming all the way here. Okay, so this is the mid part of the body. So that's why it's called medial, and this is attached to the sternum. And sternum plus clavicular clavicle, and of that medial end. That joint is called sternoclavicular joint. Sternoclavicular joint. All right. So this lateral end, it is also called acromial end. Acromial end. Because this lateral end, it is getting attached to the acromial. We saw in the diagram, it is getting attached to the acromial. That's why acromial end. And then this is the shaft, the whole body. Okay, you can take screenshot. Okay. So what are the functions? Shoulder support. So this clavicle. Shoulder support. Then range of motions. Then protects nerves and blood cells. Please take screenshot of this. These are the functions that a clavicle bone is doing. Scapula, it articulates okay. I told you of clavicular. This is a medial end, this is shaft, and this is acromial, lateral end, acromial end. Okay, so here it is attached to scapula, and that is called acromioclavicular joint. I'll show you an image of this. Now this is a complicated, a little bit complicated diagram, but it's easy to understand once you know all your terms. Okay, that's why in the beginning we studied some terminology. Okay, so here you see acromioclavicular joint. Okay, this joint you see here. So what is happening here? This clavicular bone, it is getting attached to the acromion, and this joint is called acromioclavicular joint. Okay, here only we see these muscles also, like biceps muscles, and then we have transverse humeral ligament, humerus, then coracoid process. All these are known in your course, so you don't have to go through this. Acromion, you see this acromion. So these are of importance to you, acromion and the acromioclavicular joint. Okay. Please take screenshot for your understanding. Okay, this scapula, it attaches to humerus at which joint? Which joint?
The
Scapula attaches to humerus at which joint?
uh, the
The shoulder joint? Shoulder?
Yes. Yes. And what is the medical term for that?
glenohumeral joint.
Yes. Glenohumeral joint. Okay. So I want to share something that even if you see your notes and say out the names, so just by repeating those names again and again, you'll memorize them. What is the reason of asking questions? Okay, I know that some of you are just watching your notes and answering. Some of you remember them and answering. So it is more important that you answer. So at least when you're answering, you're listening to the question, plus you are acknowledging the answer at least once. Okay, that's why you should be attentive in class wherever you take. Okay, and I also want to share something why I focus so much on revisions. Like every day I do some kind, mostly every day we do some kind of revision. It is because there is a philosophy of a very famous man. I have told you earlier also, I think, but I thought I should share this slide with you. So this guy, he says, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Okay, so see the point, I'm not saying you should not cover a lot of things and you should just focus memorizing one thing. No, I'm not saying that. The concept here is that first you cover one topic, okay, master it, and then slowly, gradually, all the topics will be covered. Rather than covering so much, it's better that you, whatever you cover, whatever you study, you should study in depth. And then when you study next chapter, it will be more interesting to like you'll be filled with confidence. Okay, so enough of philosophy. You have already some philosophy classes. Okay, so we are studying. I showed you this image. I hope it is not attached. Okay, all these bones, they are somewhat separated, but because of this diagram, actually I took this picture from my computer. Okay, that's why it's like this, but I thought it was a very good picture, so I hope you can understand it. Yes, So yes,
Yes, thank you.
it's only showing the positioning, how they are like about to attach. Okay, like it seems as if someone has opened these bones and now they are coming back to get attached. Okay, so here I'm showing you some muscles. Okay. This, you see, this is the posterior view of scapula. And here you see, prior to this, I need to show some other image. Yes, let's see this one. Yes, okay. So what is happening here? We have supraspinatus. Okay, supra means superior. Infra means inferior. So you see, this is the spine. I should take this in blue color. Okay, yeah. So this is the spine of scapula. So whatever is above this spine is supra, whatever is below this spine is infra. So this just above this blue line, we have supraspinatus muscle. Supra is above, spinatus means spine. So supraspinatus muscle. Then we have infraspinatus muscle. That is, infra means below, spinatus means below the spine. Infraspinatus muscle. Then we have teres minor muscle. Okay, and this is the back view here. And now let's focus on the front view. The front view. Okay, in front view you see subscapularis muscle. This you can also feel it on like your chest region, but near your shoulder joint. That muscle is called subscapularis muscle. So here we have covered mostly three muscles: supraspinatus muscle, infraspinatus muscle, and here subscapularis muscle. Subscapularis muscle, because it is below the clavicular bone. And now I think you can understand this image. This is the back view, posterior view, and here you see I told you about the spine. Okay, this is the spine, and above this it is supraspinatus muscle, and below this blue spinatus, below this blue line, it is the infraspinatus muscle. Let's take screenshot of this. And then we have the last image, I think. Or we have covered everything. Okay, we have covered everything. Okay, supraspinatus muscle, infraspinatus muscle, subscapularis muscle. We have done. Okay, its position is posterior. Okay, thorax between posterior thorax between levels. Okay, if you want to understand its position in comparison to the ribs. Okay, we have ribs in anterior and we have scapula at the back. So if you want to okay, so like suppose we have first we have clavicle. Okay, here this and this is sternum. This ribs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, we know that the 7 pair of ribs are attached to the sternum directly, and now the 8th it attaches to here. 9, 10, and then 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This we have already studied. Okay, this is just revision. So now, if we have to understand the positioning, this is clavicle. Okay, remove this. This is clavicle. It is attached to sternum. Okay. Then we have ribs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attached to the sternum directly. Then 8, 9, 10 attached to the 7th bone. And then we have 11 and 12 floating rib bones. Now, we have to study the scapula. Scapula is somewhere between here.
I'm very, very sorry to cut you off, but it's 12 o'clock, so we have to go to our next class.
Okay, and I'm also done with my class. I was only telling you the positioning of scapula.
Thank you.
I hope this is clear. This is at the back. You please take a screenshot and then we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, have a great day. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.